Arrived. Okay, close that door, baby.
Three, two, one.
Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I can't relate.
What's good and what's going on, guys? Welcome to Maybe I Can't Relate. This is an all women's podcast. When I say it's an all women's podcast, I mean like when you're here, you're in a room of women. Okay, you only see me, but you're in a room of women. It might be some men lingering around or nearby or like leaning their head against the wall, but just ignore them. Ignore them because it's nothing against them, but this is like a safe place for women. But even though we have women conversations and stuff, it be some men lingering. So like if you guys are out there, shout out to y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Maybe I Can't Relate podcast. I'm your host, Anni Loc. You can find me on all streaming platforms because I do music. That's Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, iTunes, YouTube, Pandora, and anywhere else where streaming, where music is streamed at. So I'm hoping that I don't have much of an issue with my connection today. I really hope not.
Looks like Annie's having a little bit of problem with her connection right now. We'll wait for her to come back here. You're listening to Maybe I Can't Relate. You can follow them on YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitch, a whole bunch of places like that. Remember, King's Castle Entertainment specializes in comedy, music, films, and more. Go to Tubi and check out our movies, Debit Card Lives Matter, and church sessions. Check out Anni Loc on all streaming platforms. Cash App, dollar sign Zobo69, ZOEBOE 69, and dollar sign Lola Gotti 23. That's LOLAGOTTI 23. Again, brought to you by King's Castle Entertainment. Let's see if we can't play a little clip from their newest movie coming out. It's called Pretentious.
Likes you. Nobody likes to be around you.
Everybody likes me. You're the only one that keep insulting me.
I'm the only one that keep it real with you.
I wouldn't even think about none of that shit till you start drilling that shit in my head.
Who is always there for you when you need somebody? Me. Am I right?
You think you perfect?
I am. Compared to you?
Now, back to Maybe I Can't Relate with Anni Loc.
Check, check, one, two. What's up, you guys? You're listening to Maybe I Can't Relate on BFAM 109.6. I am your host of Maybe I Can't Relate, which is an all women's podcast. When I say all women, that just means that you're in a room full of women. When you come here, it's really just me. But I want you to feel like you're in a room with women. I want you to feel like you're in, well, not in a room with me, because I don't know what you'll be trying to do in a room alone with me, sis. But like, yeah, I don't trust bitches like that. Like girls be doing too much, but and men do too. But anyway, yeah, we're all just here together, vibing, learning. Today is an interesting show. I'm gonna be talking about something very serious. Today's topic is very, very serious because it's something that a lot of people are going through. A lot of people are experiencing it or have experienced it. And it's a popular word these days. Like it's getting thrown around left and right. I don't know how to feel about that. And it's making a lot of people disregard it too. It's making a lot of us just like, you know what? I'm so tired of hearing the word narcissist that I'm just going to disregard it altogether. But it's not to be disregarded. It is a real thing, but we use the term too loosely. A lot of people use the term too loosely. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Basically, I'm a just whatever we can think of. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever comes to mind about narcissists, I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys. But before we do that, y'all already know how I get down. I do Fashion Police every single week, and this Tuesday is no different. On this episode of Maybe I Can't Relate, I have went to another red carpet. Guys, this is my favorite red carpet thus far because I used to love Nickelodeon. Like I'm literally a Nickelodeon kid. I was a 90s baby. You know, I'm an 80s baby, but you know, we grew up in the 90s. If you were born in the 80s, you were a kid in the 90s. Like you were one of the little kids. And it is what it is. Nickelodeon was like life. So Nickelodeon had the Choice Awards, the 2025 Choice Awards, and some of y'all favorite celebrities showed up there. And that's what we're gonna be taking a look at today. I am the fashion police, so you can trust me to do my job. When I'm on duty, I'm gonna do my job. If your outfit is bad, I'm gonna say your outfit is bad. If your shoes don't match your hat, your shoes just don't match your hat. And you're not gonna be mad at me for saying it. But if you do, like, you know, like it's all good, you know, you're famous, just tag me, like just cuss me out. Like I'm gonna need that clout. But other than that, I love doing this segment. So without further ado, let's hop right into the red carpet at the Nickelodeon Choice Awards. And that is the sound of the Fashion Police, brought to you by Anni Loc from at Anni Loc Beauty.
She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair is insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan. Her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane, and he told her she was pretty.
One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
That's right. If I punch you in the face during Fashion Police, it's going to be fucking awesome. If I detain you or put you in handcuffs, it's going to be fucking awesome. If we give you compliments, then just go ahead and walk your walk. And you know what I'm saying? Just thank us later because we are the Fashion Police. Woo, 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 pulling them over. First on the red carpet, you know, I was chilling at the Source Awards. I mean, at the Kids Choice Awards, and I was like, you know, I'm in my police car, I'm in my police uniform, I look good, and you know, I had on my hat that day, and I was like, you know what? Something walked past, and it was real, real bright, and I thought, like, God damn, it's the sun. Like, I thought the apocalypse was coming. You know, it wasn't Donald Trump, but it was like, you know, because his hair ain't really orange no more. But Ice Spice, she is the first on the red carpet, and she came out with her signature orange wig. Y'all know she has switched for a little while. So, okay, we got to talk about the orange wig because it's a part of the attire. It's a part of the look. We got to talk about this orange wig that came back. So the wig was kind of like an Annie wig, right? She had like an Annie kind of hairstyle when she first came out. She had this big afro, and it was dyed orange. So that became like her trademark, this red bone girl with the big orange hair. And I mean, she's a beautiful girl, but lately her fans have been saying that basically for the past year, her fans have been saying basically the fans, I should say, because I don't want to call them her fans, because if you somebody fan, you shouldn't be talking shit about them. I just want to put that out there because it's like that's the toughest thing that I see these people deal with probably is like just going on a stage and knowing that like thousands of people, some of the people in the comments is the same people right there paying to see you. So I feel like you really just got to be detached from the character that you're playing. But this is Ice Spice on the red carpet, and she done pulled out the old wig because y'all know she was wearing lace fronts for a little while. Yeah, it's like the Orphan Annie. That was her hairstyle. But that's classic. Like in music, that's a classic thing to do. Is have like a signature type of brand. So next on the red carpet was, well, she brought that back. I just want to point it out that she brought back the red wig, and it's probably for branding reasons because they've been saying she can't rap and she keeps talking about boopy and poopy and boo boo. Next on the red carpet was Terry Crews. And he is always pretty impressive because he has good energy, good vibe. You got to wear confidence. He had on a black top with a white shirt under it. It has a collar on it. And he had on some white pants. Now, I know black men be hot all the damn time. Like black attracts heat. So, like, I don't know if he's got on two shirts. And I don't know what the weather's like out there. I heard California was on fire. But it's a good outfit. You know, it's a hit for sure. He knows how to be proper. Terry Crews always know how to be proper. Like, you know, he just know how to get in where he fit in. And the outfit was okay. It fit well. Somebody said that tight ass sweater. Yes, his sweater was pretty tight with that other one under it. Like, are you hot, sir? Next on the red carpet is a young lady who had on I lost her name, y'all. Excuse me. Charge it to my head and not my heart. She's a very beautiful woman with a fucking butterfly on her chest. Let's check her out. Okay, yeah, the dress is like a butterfly in the front and then it flares out toward the bottom. It's an ombre pink and it gets darker toward the bottom. And it's also got like, I would describe them as tassels. It's kind of like just tassels. It's just a very cute, like a fairy type of dress. Like even the pose she's holding, this bitch like, I'm a fairy. Yep, yep. I'm a fairy. Yep, yep. And it's appropriate for the Kids' Choice Awards, I will say. Even though, you know, it's appropriate enough. It's a damn butterfly. And I haven't seen that since the 2000s. In the early 2000s, the butterfly shirts were a real popular thing. It was like a butterfly and then it had strings attached to it. The strings needed to be tied around you to the back. And I knew about fashion young. I had big sisters. I grew up in a house full of girls. Okay, I grew up in a house full of females. Next on the red carpet, I missed the comment because I'm on my phone. Shout out to y'all in the chat. I appreciate you. Next on the red carpet at the Kids' Choice Awards, I was looking for somebody to pull over and I seen Tyla and I had to get her for indecent exposure. But that is her MO. Like that's how she dresses. Like every time you see Tyla, it's gonna be a lot of skin. That's her thing. It's gonna be the braids. She was rocking like the short hair for a while, but the braids, I feel like this look pretty much killed it. But she just did her signature stuff that she does, some little shorts, and then they sew material to her shorts. Like this is a girl who reminds me of, fashion wise, reminds me of Destiny's Child, not because they look alike. Somebody said, "Oh no, you didn't." Oh no, who didn't? What? Look, I'm reading the comments, y'all. But with Tyla, it's kind of like it reminds me of Destiny's Child because Tina Knowles used to make all of their clothes. Remember? And with her, every time you see her, it's not what she bought at the store. Whatever she bought at the store, they went home and they sewed it together and did some stuff to it. So, um, it's a hit. Okay, it's a hit. I had to give her a ticket, like you know, because you just showing all the skin, but we already know that that's you, and you know, you kind of get away with more when you're real bony. I ain't gonna lie. When you're kind of bony, you get away with a little bit more skin showing. So next on the red carpet was this guy, Marcus. Oh man, I don't want to mess your name up. I'm not knowing exactly who he is because at the end of the day, he could have been a child star and he looked different back then. So I don't really know who this is, but his outfit was pretty nice. Whew, I have to take a deep breath after I just said that outfit was nice. I almost choked on my words. You know, I have morals and I'm not I'm supposed to be lying. So yeah, this guy had on like a brown navy suit. When I say navy, it just reminds me of like it reminds me of like an African military outfit. Like he stole his suit from like the Chinese, the Vietnam soldiers. That's the kind of brown he got on, and it's just buttoned down in the middle. Somebody called him Shannon Sharp Jr. Like, I don't know if you're gonna take that as a compliment or not, sir, but I'm gonna need you to take it and keep walking. He had on slime. Like I was respecting this outfit for the slime and the tie that matched. There's like slime designs on his shoulder. And I was not respecting the outfit for the platforms. Okay. Next on the red carpet is Tony Hawk. Now, Tony Hawk was a major staple at Nickelodeon when I was a kid. Like he was somebody who he was an athlete who always like showed up for the kids and stuff. So Tony Hawk was at the 2025. Choice Awards, Kids Choice Awards at Nickelodeon, and he wore a gray button down, a plain gray button down, looked like Eddie Bauer or some shit, and then he wore some black jeans. He wore a classic. He wore a classic. My wife picked this out for me. Attire ensemble. Okay. So I just told him to keep moving. I told him walk kind of fast. Like, I don't want him to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to be caught up in no mess. Like, I don't even have no advice what he could have did. Like, I don't. I like that he made it formal. You know, he's an adult. He don't need to wear a t-shirt. Be formal. Next on the red carpet is a lady who had on a dress. And charge it to my heart, not my head again, y'all. I forgot this lady name. I'm not really a celebrity chaser. I guess I'm a celebrity watcher now since I'm on the show, and I watch them and then I learn their names and then I forget the shit. So that doesn't really help you, but I will tell you that this one had on a very nice white gown. Okay. And it looks like a chandelier made out of green rhinestones fell on her head and got stuck around her neck, and it kind of the beads on the chandelier kind of drizzled down her shoulder. Zobo 69 family says she late for the wedding. Yeah, she was late for the wedding because the damn chandelier fell on her. From far back, it looks like leaves and stuff. It looked like seaweed, bro. Like, it looks like seaweed, but it's not. It's not. She looks real happy to be wearing it too. Like, it looks really fun. It looks fun. It's a miss, but it's really a hit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to hate on nobody, but just looking at it, like, it's fucking crazy. But the fact that she looks happy is for the kids. It's all about slime. They used to slime each other back then. And another thing they used to do on there, they used to put whipped cream. Like, they used to smash pies in people's face. Like, that was a big thing. Slime and pie and just making a damn mess. Like, Nickelodeon was everything. I'll Look, I'm from Ohio. I wish I would have been anywhere near Universal Studios back then. But then again, I don't wish that because it was, you had to survive Nickelodeon, and I survived enough. Like, I didn't need to try to go and survive that shit. So next on the red carpet, which was actually an orange carpet now that I'm seeing it, at the 2025 Kids Choice Awards, we have Kel. I think Kel's last name is Williams, y'all. Is it Kel Williams? But anyway, Kel. Everybody knows Kel from Keenan and Kel. He was very much a staple too. Like, I grew up on Kel when I was a kid. He was Good Burger. What's the other show called? Keenan and Kel, Good Burger, all that shit. But anyway, like, I was so happy when I seen Kel. I was like, oh, I'm excited to do this segment tonight. And then I was like excited, and then I looked down and I was like, what the helly? What the helly on? He got his shirt unbuttoned a little bit, like, just to give a little bit of personality, but he got the shirt tucked all into the skinny jeans, and then he got the shoes. But you know, you don't expect a man to be able to dress, so we gonna blame somebody else. Like, I ain't gonna never blame you on unless I know that you about that fashion. So I don't know Kel to be about that fashion. Somebody say he's the king of the simps. Why is he the king of the simps? Why would Kel be the king of the simps? I don't know. I've never seen Kel with a woman, or like, his life is private, it's personal. His life is private. I haven't seen nothing about Kel, but I just don't understand the outfit he had on. I feel like that outfit, if you wear that to the rooftop, you're not gonna get no play. Like, no girls. If you wear that, like, you're not gonna get all the girls that you could have got. I'm just to be honest with you, brother. I'll be honest with you, brother. Cause girls be looking at clothes. And that's not a good thing. Like, it's not 100% of a positive thing that girls look at clothes, but they do. Like, we do. Me personally, if I look at them, I don't care. Like, you have to be willing to let me dress you. First of all, be willing to let me dress you, and then we good. So, um, that's a start. Like, if you can't dress, don't be sitting up there arguing with somebody about what you're gonna wear because you think that she being controlling. Like, no, that shit just looks stupid. But it is a thin line. He allows his baby mama to cheat. Oh. He allows his baby mama to cheat. Somebody said Kel allow his baby mama to cheat. Who's she cheating with? So that's because he allows her to cheat. Why are we mad at what he do with his baby mama? Like, why are we judging him for, like, I don't like to call people names for what they do in their personal life. It's like if people knew if people knew everything about us, I ain't talking about us in general. I'm trying to point it out to the person without talking to the person directly. But like if people knew, for example, say there's a person on the internet and they see somebody and they're like, oh, this person is a major simp, which this is what the fans are saying about Kale. This person is a major simp. Like, you got to think about that. At the end of the day, if you give out the details of your life, like, people are going to have opinions too. If you give out the details of your life, like, it's just not perfect. It's just going to be something that's like, you're going to have your strong points and your weak points. So for sometimes, I guess people's business gets out there. If he let his baby mama cheat, I don't know the details, and I just know it ain't me. That be my main thing. Like, it ain't me. Like, what y'all do, that ain't me. Like, oh, I don't respect this person because they did this. Like, yo, uh, long as you ain't disrespecting me, you know what I'm saying? You're not going against the laws of nature that just I can't vibe with. Like, because I can't vibe with certain things. If it gives women the wrong message. Well, life is not about giving women any certain message. Life is not about controlling women. So earlier today, I was watching The Stepford Wives, and I'm gonna finish watching it tonight when I get off of here. I'm gonna sit and watch The Stepford Wives, and it was about what's that actress name? She's a redhead, Nicole Kidman. So Nicole Kidman is like this big host and production owner of like this television company, this television show, and she uh basically had these people on a dating show, and they were supposed to be, it was a man and a wife, and they were supposed to go on a date with other people, and then they come back and in front of the cameras and on the show stage or whatever, they decide if they're going to stay or if they have better options. So the guy was with like some stripper, I mean some prostitute. They call her a prostitute. Like, what the fuck? It was an unfair show. But anyway, they had him off with the prostitute. So he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I choose my wife. Nothing. I didn't touch this woman. We spent time together. I didn't do nothing with her, but I want to choose my wife." And everybody's like, "Hey!" So next, the wife comes out, and they're like, "We sent her on a blind date with the whole cast and crew of such and such and such and such." Like, she had like four people right there with her, like some females. She had a couple guys, and they're all cut up. They all got great bodies. And then there's another guy that comes out of like a flame, like a pyro flame happens on the stage for theatrics, and then he comes out like she was also on a date with Tonico or whoever the hell he is, some like one of them warrior people, one of them Hawaiians or whatever. So he comes out, and the wife is like, "Okay, I choose that. I think I have better options." So the guy comes back, and he tried to shoot her. So that's where I left off. I've never seen Stepford Wives before, but it seemed like it's about to be pretty interesting. Like, he comes back to shoot her, so it seems like she's about to have to move to. I'm telling y'all about an old ass movie right now, but she's about to have to move to some little town. I think it's in Connecticut, but that's where the Stepford Wives are. I guess it's Stepford, Connecticut. It's like some community, and the wives are going to be weird, I guess. I don't know if they're killers or what, but I love old movies. That movie is actually from another older movie, and they just redid it a few years ago with Nicole Kidman. So it's like copying an old movie that was already out. And it's actually one of them conspiracy movies, one of them movies that people will bring up in conversations. If you talk to like motherfuckers like me, then it will come up in conversation that, "Oh, you gotta watch this movie. You gotta watch this movie." It tells you all about it. Like right now, a lot of people are trying to say like, "Oh, you gotta watch Independence Day. Oh, you gotta watch that movie that Leave the World Behind, so you know what's going on." And like they try to give us hints. They try to give us clues. Stepford Wives is one of those movies. I don't remember exactly what was said about it, but I mean, I'm pretty good at peeping what needs to be peeped. So I'm gonna be watching that tonight. And I hope you guys just enjoyed the fashion police. I want to switch it up here because I want to go ahead with my topic, which the topic for today was narcissists. Because it's getting thrown around so much. It's kind of making people want to stay away from that word, but you can't stay away from it if it's the real. What you invite me to, Slam? Ooh. Okay, you can't stay away from it if it's the real word that describes what you're going through. You need to know because, like, most people only heard of the word narcissist because they ended up finding it after dealing with certain behaviors and treatments from people. And then they came to realize, like, oh, this person is a covert narcissist. Like, this person has narcissism or something, you know? So I'm trying to look it up, but I actually know what it means. I just wanted to give y'all a textbook. My internet is acting really, really slow. I normally take notes for you guys, but you love me anyway. We're going to try this one more time. Go, Google, go, Google, go. Anyway, a narcissist is like a type of abuse that you could be dealing with. And it's mostly when people are gaslighting you. Since I wasn't able to Google the word, like, I don't even want to use that word. Like, I just want to talk about and help somebody out there who might be dealing with certain tactics and manipulations that somebody might be using. And it's never a game when somebody's playing with your emotions, it's abuse. When somebody is doing things because they know they can upset you, somebody's doing things because they know they can make you cry, they know they can get a rise out of you, or some people even admit to doing shit to their spouses in order to keep them complacent or to keep them off balance. You have to keep them off balance. I've heard this before. Oh, you have to keep them off balance so they don't never get too comfortable or some shit. But a relationship is all about security. It's all about being comfortable. Like, if you're not comfortable in your relationship, if you're not comfortable with the people you're around, like if you have to lock your door in your room, something is wrong. Something is wrong. So somebody out there said that Kale can't be letting the girlfriend do whatever she wants if he's supposed to be a role model for kids. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. That's a dig right there. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that guy. Like, I think it's just so sad when people find a situation to be unfortunate for somebody, but I find not people, when the public finds a situation to be unfortunate somebody because it's like, who are you to decide what's unfortunate for this person? Like, who are you to decide what's so bad or what's so horrible when really behind closed doors these people might be into polygamy, these people might be swingers, and that's their business. Because if you knew that, you would still judge that too. You'll be like, they wild for that, he shouldn't be doing that, he shouldn't. Like, you can't really just tell other people what to do. I'm really, really big on that. That's why I have a podcast called Maybe I Can't Relate. Because sometimes you just have to accept the fact that maybe you just can't relate. Maybe you can't relate. So I'm here usually to like try to help you relate, but at the same time, I like to touch on topics that people probably can't relate to sometimes. I like to touch on topics that half of the room can relate to and half of the room can't relate to. Because there are girls out there who have been like, had a nice little life. Like, there are people who have had like a shelter life. I ain't even gonna say shelter because shelter doesn't mean a good life, but just you've been protected from certain things, certain energies, certain predators and stuff that would be coming after a female just for being born a female. Like, literally, this is the state that we live in. It's a state of being. It's a state of being, really. Like, being a woman is a thing. And you don't become a woman overnight. You don't become a woman just because you turn 18. So you have to be very careful with your kids and letting them go as soon as they turn 18, because it's not a let go situation. Like, you need to still be there. Like, it's people preying on 18-year-olds, preying on 20-year-olds. It don't matter. It's people preying on 30-year-old women. Like, it's people coming out of Walmart swearing up and down. They almost got trafficked. They're on their phone on TikTok swearing up and down. Like, this just happened. This happened. Like, there's several stories, like the ones that are believable. I'm not talking about Nothing made up that might be out there, but this is stuff that really does happen. So you just have to be aware. It's important to be aware. And I was a tomboy for most of my life. So I can't say I was very aware of like being a woman until, however, I will say like I had a good dad. I had a real good father. I was raised with both of my parents. I'm an army brat. They met in the military. My mom is from Ohio and my dad was from Brooklyn, New York. And they were stationed together and they ended up getting married. Somebody said I heard about some. What are you talking about? It's a lot of comments coming in. It says women are narcissists also. Well, I saw that. But I've already had a whole fucking show about a woman being. I've already had a whole entire like stay with me. Stay with me so I can like stay with me and push the conversation that I'm actually having so I can do it so I can speak on it well and articulately and really like help somebody out there like with some facts because I did a whole show about women. How you have to watch like women. I'm talking to women. I'm talking to women. How you have to be careful of other women. If you haven't seen that, you can go back on the YouTube and you'll be able to see it on our YouTube channel. I'm setting up a page right now at King's Castle. All of the podcasts are on Beyond One page. And easily clickable. And the thing about maybe I can't relate is you can always get information. Like this is gonna be a library. This is the place where you could come and click on a video, listen to me talk, and feel like you got some insight. Feel like you sat with your girl, or however you see me as. Am I your girl? Am I the bestie? I've been trying to kind of fill my space out. Like I don't want to give myself a title. I want to just fill it out and see, you know, what type of vibes that you guys have toward me and me towards you. And so far, it's been real good. Like shout out to the girls that was in the chat last week. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat this week. I appreciate the chats and interactions. If you have any questions, feel free to email or join on Facebook. You can ask questions on StreamYard. You can ask questions. I'm right here every single week, 9 o'clock p.m. In case this is your first time tuning in. This is Maybe I Can't Relate with your host, Anni Loc. Today we are talking about narcissist and abusive relationships, not physically abusive, but just the type of mental abuse and verbal abuse that will wear you down so much that you're willing to tolerate things that you are not supposed to be tolerating if you love yourself. But a narcissist can slickly tell you things about yourself. They can make you feel that everything you do is wrong. And you got to be careful with that because when it comes to like, oh, everything I do is wrong, like you have to admit I feel that everything I do is wrong. You have to point out whether that's really happening or is that how you feel, because we got to be responsible for our own thoughts too. But when it's somebody that's really like you're not able to be yourself, that's what a narcissist does. They suck that dry out of their kids. They can't be their self. See me, I'm really retarded. My mama a narcissist, okay? I'll tell you guys that. My mom is a narcissist, and I know I just used the R word, but I'm being silly. I would never use it in a derogatory type of way, but it's a freedom of speech. This is uncensored radio, and I'm actually just doing what I do. So I'm really retarded. And I probably just didn't listen too much. I didn't listen too much, but a narcissist will act like everything that you're doing is wrong. And that probably would piss her off even more because my dad would get a kick out of me. Like he thought I was funny. You know what I'm saying? The way that he looked at me was like, just, like certain kids they just make you laugh. They do. So what they'll try to do is break you down. If you like something, oh, don't nobody like that. If you do something a certain way, you should do it like this, you should do it like that. Now, some people have a mental health issue and they don't realize that they're showing narcissistic traits. Now, that's a thing too. So that's the thing about the word narcissist. You can't just be throwing it around at people. The purpose of learning terms like narcissist, learning terms like gaslighting. The purpose of learning all of this stuff um is so you can navigate it. It's so you can know what's in front of you, and also so you can know when you're right and know when you need help. You know when somebody else is having some issues too, basically. So I'm gonna try again on my computer here. I'm in Orlando. Shout out to the West Gate. They do have vacation packages. If you're interested in that, inbox me. If you're interested in sponsoring this show, it is about 200,000, over 200,000 people in the room. If you want to get your business promoted on here, I will happily promote your business or your service. Just let me know. Send me a message at info@kingscastleent.com. That's how you get in touch with me so that you can sponsor. Maybe I can't relate on Tuesdays. But there's also a show. I'm on Speak That Shit on Thursdays. That show is more popular with Zobo69. So we got sponsorship opportunities available for, both of those. And he's got like 350,000, I think. 350,000 people on there. So it's like a lot of people that would be able to hear about your business, your song, anything like that. Just hit me up. I'm very open. So somebody said, so they play mind games. Yeah, it is a mind game, but it's not nice. Like, if it's not nice, it's actually very evil. It's very evil. And I think that's the part that makes it kind of covert, because it's so evil, but it's played off like it's not much. It's played off like it's not anything, but it is. It is. And you got to have power over yourself. Like, stop giving people power to make you mad. Like, stop giving people power to make you cry. Like, you really got to get in touch with yourself as a woman and just have a lot of self-control. Like, you got to be able to operate. Like, your mind should be grinding like gears. Okay? What is it? The XY chromosome? Like your mind is a powerful thing. It is. And you need to reflect on your womanhood. You need to study your womanhood. You need to know um about feminine traits, about feminine aspects, about feminine energy. You need to know all of these things, because if you leave it up to men in this world, they will bring you down. Do you feel like we as women have to work too hard once we get home from work? There's always so much to do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've always said there's a difference between messy and dirty. Okay, so like messy is okay, I just went in your bathroom and it's clothes on the floor and like a little bit of stuff thrown around because you were in a rush. You gotta fucking work. You're not cleaning your bathroom all fucking morning. It's a difference between that and like looking at the toilet and there's yellow shit on it. It's dirty in it. Like, there's a difference between dirty and messy. So you never want to be dirty. You want to keep your baseboards clean. Like, you really want to take the time to take care of your house, but at the same time, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Everything can't be perfect. And I have OCD. So I'm really like, I don't want to say I'm big on things being perfect, but I just feel so uncomfortable until I do certain things. And even I have to like just fall back sometimes, because it's about your mental health. It's about your mental health. The secret to being happier, especially when there's kids in the house, the secret to being happier is stop caring so much about the mess, because that should have pissed you off too. What about the women narcissists when don't appreciate what men does? I don't think that's a narcissist. I don't think that's a narcissist. A narcissist is a person that'll look you straight in your face and lie to get a rise out of you. A narcissist is a person that'll lie And the lie will be so crafty that the person they lied to not gonna even run. They see you every day and they're not gonna run it back to you because it's a secret. It's such one of your secrets. You're such this horrible, like they do shit like that. And then you wonder, like, why is everybody side eyeing me? Why does everybody hate me? You say your mother is a narcissist. Big facts. Big facts. I got, yeah. So Karen, I'm not saying he don't work at home, but I just feel like 2/3 of my life is work. It feels good to come into a nice environment. Like it's nothing more exhausting for a woman. Like if you're a man out there and you listening, clean up. Like vacuum the floor while she's gone. Just pick the little shit up, vacuum the floor, wipe off the counters. It's not that time consuming. Cause yes, it is a lot. It really is. It really is. But that's what we are. We got to keep going, 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 going. But that's why I talk about self care a lot. That's why I talk about self care a lot. Like I literally, it don't take long. Let me see. Can you give yourself 20 minutes? Can you set a timer and give yourself 20 minutes and um just kind of think? Put on some music, like some meditative music, light a candle. It's your space, it's your time. Like, don't pressure every moment of your time. Like, I'm real big on that. If people try to make me feel like I'm pressured to give, 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 like, once I'm depleted, it's over with. Like, this shit's gonna stop. And you gotta be careful because you can't let anybody gaslight you into thinking that what you're doing for you is wrong. Like people will gaslight you like that. Like they will make you feel like what that like you're supposed to be helping them. You're supposed to be doing things for them. You're supposed to let them stay in your house. You're supposed to um excuse me. You're supposed to do all these things and you have to be careful when somebody's making you feel guilty, like you have to stop. You have to stop. And when you're wondering things like, why is this person lying? Like, it's only me and you having a conversation. Why are you lying? Like, that's that narcissist shit right there. How are you lying to me when we're the ones that were talking? Did you misunderstood what you said? So like that's narcissism. Like when you like, and I don't want to. I'm not saying that just because a person does that to you that they are a narcissist. I'm not saying that, but those are the type of traits, and a person can catch narcissist traits from being around the narcissist. So do I feel like I got narcissistic traits from my mother? No. Do I feel like I got some narcissistic traits from another situation? Yes. In my youth, in my teen years, for sure. Because I was running a lot of things. So sometimes years after, I've always heard like she thinks she's running. Like no, I don't. Like I don't. I guess I was just brought up this way. I'm just me. So we have to accept and respect too. You can't meet new girls and think that just because, oh, I might remind you of your cousin, I might remind you of somebody, I'm not that person. Just because you might remind me of somebody I know, you just can't expect people to be the same. Like people are so different. That's the beauty of getting to know people. So 75% of people are narcissists. I don't know the percentages. I don't know the percentages. And remember, I said there's narcissistic traits and there's the actual narcissist. The actual narcissist is a sick, evil person, and you can't convince me anything otherwise. And that's a fact. If you look at it, the people who is actually real narcissists, not somebody having narcissistic traits. Like we throw that word around, and yes, it's real. Like if you're sitting here gaslighting, if I'm sitting here and I'm a gaslight your ass, then yeah, I'm being a narcissist. And if you call me out on it, I'll notice it. But a real narcissist, they do that shit and they're evil with it. They know exactly what they're doing. They know. So you got to be careful not to be, manipulative toward people. Like it's not always about staring at somebody and trying to play them like a video game, basically. That's the type of shit that narcissists do. So we're talking like some mothers out there, a lot of mothers that like put the kids against each other. Like I told you, I'm like, my family is like the Kardashians, kind of like the mom, and then there's a bunch of girls. And then my brother lives in Washington State, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying a narcissist is a person that will pit the kids against each other. They're going to have the golden child. Like this shit is textbook, y'all. This shit is textbook. If you literally go to TikTok, this gonna help your life a little bit. Like instead of intaking entertainment, clouding your mind with the energies that are chaotic, you might need to self-reflect and find out what's going on around you, because some of this stuff is really eye-opening. I'm a book reader. Like, I love books. I love learning stuff. Like, this should be eye-opening though. So a narcissist is textbook as hell. A narcissistic parents is textbook as hell. They gonna have a golden child. They're gonna have the scapegoat. What's the other one called? Y'all heard of the black sheep? It's all these different layers and stuff to it. Personally, I don't study it, but I'm telling you what's out there. And there's books out there too. But TikTok is pretty cool. TikTok is a pretty cool community. I ain't gonna lie. Like, them girls some of them know some things, and then you got doctors in the mix sometimes and stuff like that too. So your mental health is an important thing when it comes to being a woman. Like, I think all women need mental health treats. All women need mental health. What do I call it? Exercises, like clarity. You need it. So Sia, what's up, Sia? Our family is large but very traditional here in Guinea. Why do U.S. children talk back to their parents? We have laws here that don't allow you to haul back and smack the shit out of a kid and knock their jaw into the next Wednesday. How's that? But that's what it is. That's what it is. I actually had one of my kids. She was going through a phase when she was a teenager, and she was acting all wild and stuff. Like, do you know that I had to restrain her? I had to restrain her because she act like she just wanted to fight me, I guess, and I had to restrain her. Somebody said the reason is because the government will put us in jail for chastising them. Yeah, that's all I'm telling you. Is that I've been there, done that. I literally been there, and that makes sense. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm telling you that I've had that experience. I can kind of tell you a short story really briefly here. So my little girl who's at the HCC now, she's a beautiful, beautiful soul. I love her so much. But shout out to, I ain't gonna say her name. Shout out to my baby girl, my oldest, my firstborn daughter. So she goes through this phase when she thought she was gonna do that shit. Okay. I'm little, you know what I mean? Like, she ready to boss up to mama, whatever. So I end up restraining her, so I'm holding her down or whatever. And I told my son, I shouldn't have told him that, because everybody else is gonna tell you, oh, you should beat her ass, you should whip her ass. If that was me, I would have knocked her to motherfucking, you would have did all this swinging and blacking of a kid's eye, let y'all tell it. That's what they swear up and down, but it was happening, and I didn't punch my daughter in her face. I told my son, call the police. You know what I mean? Like, for real, they could take your ass out of here. You think you finna be, this assault when you swinging on people, girl. What's wrong with you? But, I'm thinking the police gonna come scare her. Why them bitches came and put me in handcuffs, girl? I don't mind. Somebody said we were watching TikTok and seeing this little girl talk back, and my youngest tried it. It wasn't good for her, but we have no law against what I did. I respect that. I respect that, because sometimes that's the only thing that kids understand. That's the only thing they understand sometimes, flat out. So let me tell y'all, they put me in handcuffs, and then the officer, first of all, that shit was out of order anyway. How the fuck is a kid and a mom and a daughter fighting? Are you pulling up to a mom and a daughter fighting, and you're just gonna, I don't know, I guess I was supposed to be abusing the kid or something. So anyway, I also had turned the camera on. Like, this sounds so ghetto and crazy, y'all. I used to be all over Facebook. Like, I was a real Facebook person. Like, me and my man would argue. Me and Zoe get into it. I'll turn on the live stream. Because I'm far away from home. Like, down here, I used to kind of like just feel like I didn't have nobody to talk to. And it's still not good. Everybody's going to tell you, don't put your business out there. But like I said, I don't judge people and tell them what the fuck they should do. So I don't care what people think about what I do. I stand on it. And if I don't agree with it, then I'm just not going to do it no more. But yeah, so I done turned on the live stream just because I'm like, yo, she flipping out. I don't want nobody to think that I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I turned on the camera, like, cause y'all ain't about to say something happened that didn't happen in the first place. I was already thinking that. Like, I'm fast, I'm quick, y'all. I'm quick. I'm trying to tell y'all I'm a little quicker than the average, but y'all gonna learn one day. So anyway, I had the camera on. Why this they done came? They put me in handcuffs and everything. I'm sitting there for about 5 minutes. They complimenting my house and shit. Like, oh, I wish I was this minimalistic. And like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you looking for? What was you expecting? Because they sure came and put me in handcuffs. And the officer, the fat officer, went to the skinny one. They were in my kitchen. He went to the skinny one. He said, take her out of those handcuffs. Take her out of those handcuffs. But the damage was already done. Can you imagine? Like, once I brought her down here to Florida, I wasn't about to be fighting with my. I wasn't about to be fighting with the baby. No, no. Because we had a couple little spats down here. Because she was still a teenager. We had a couple little spats down here, and then like, I think the police came one time, and they basically was telling me to whip her ass in Florida. But in Ohio, the damage was already done. I was scared. Y'all not about to take me to jail like I'll do something to a kid. Like, no. So somebody said he wanted some cheeseburgers. I thought they wanted donuts. I didn't have no donuts over there though. And cops creep me out anyway because cops, like, I just feel like some of them not probably, some of them feel like they're above the law. But I shouldn't say that. I should not say that, even though it's true. What I should say is that it's a percentage of them that think they're above the law. And then some of them, I love what they do. I love what they do. They go into these situations that people are scared of. They're the ones out here saving the children. They are the ones. So we are getting toward the end of the show. I can give y'all a little advice. You know, I like to end it with, like, a little bit of advice that you can take with you. If you're dealing with somebody who you are considering whether they might be a narcissist or not, regardless of who it is, it could be a parent, it could be, it really could be anybody. It could be a boss. Like, it could be a boss. But it's usually somebody pretty close to you. Like, it's somebody close enough, like, in your household or whatever. They're in your ear. But if you think that you're dealing with one, the first thing you need to do is stop being emotional. Stop being emotional. And that can only last so long. Like, eventually you're gonna have to cut that person off. There's no way to live and exist with a narcissist. That's my best advice I can give you. Whether you listen to me or believe me or not, that's on you. Because there's nothing you can do to help these people. There's nothing you can do to help these people because they're already, especially if they're a certain age, they already on the other side. Like, the demons done took over already. There's no light there. You can't dwell in darkness and keep dwelling in darkness and don't think that it's going to overtake you, and don't think that you're going to be a dark being, and don't think that you're going to be a negative energy. You can't come around everybody talking about everybody and think that after years and years, people are still going to want to be around that. No, they're going to start catching on like, damn, does this bitch talk about me? And some are also molesting the children. I know about a few. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean when I say the police think they're above the law. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Somebody said, call the exorcist. That's the ones I'm talking about, though. They think they're above the law. So, yeah, those are the worst stories. Them parents that are in law enforcement, or them law enforcement officers that like to engage in illegal activities and stuff. They definitely get carried away. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. Like, the way that the stories unravel is just so crazy because of the little power that they have. You know what I'm saying? The way that the stories of what happened to the victims is, like, part of the story is this person having this certain amount of power. Like, it just is what it is. So that's where those are the bad cops. And shout out to the good cops. Shout out to the good cops. I haven't had a lot of bad experiences with police officers, fortunately. Yeah, I haven't had many bad. Of course, most of them are assholes. But the marshals are really cool. I got transported to the feds by the marshals. The marshals are like the coolest people you'll ever fucking meet. they're so detached from that job. Like, don't take nothing out on me. You want to stop for McDonald's or something? I got you. But hey, they don't give a fuck. And they look like they got some money too. Like the whole Fed situation is a money situation. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I hope that you got to know me a little bit better. And I hope that you learned a little bit during this show. I do hope that you enjoyed Fashion Police. And I also hope, I have a lot of hopes, y'all. A lot of hopes and dreams. I'm just living on a hope. I'm just living on a hope and a dream. I hope that I see you again next Tuesday and you're here at the sound of my voice at 9 p.m. where I'm going to be talking about another topic. And next week, you know what I got for you? You know what I got for you? At the end of the show next week, I'm going to tell you guys what's the topic for the following week and the guest, okay? I'm going to give you a preview so that you know. Because I didn't drop no preview for this one. We had difficulties with the internet last week. I went live on YouTube. Make sure y'all go over there and follow the YouTube channel, King's Castle ENT, or is it Zobo69 Family? How about this? Search Maybe I Can't Relate on YouTube. Search Maybe I Can't Relate on X. Search Maybe I Can't Relate on the Facebook group and all the other social media platforms. So I hope you guys enjoyed this show. And without further ado, I'm going to give y'all a little cheers. Cheers. And I'm going to take a sip. Shout out to my girls who came in the comments. I appreciate y'all. And yes, when you come home, kick them shoes off, like lock yourself in the room, like be nice, like trick him, use a mind game. Like he ain't smarter than you. Use a Jedi mind trick where that motherfucker's gonna have I don't know if you got a man or not, but he could clean up while you gone. He can, he can have some stuff ready while you're gone, Because if not, you need to make sure he ain't manipulating the situation. Peace. Arrived. Okay, close that door, baby. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I can't relate.